The next 6 months will determine the rest of your life. If you knew that to be true, and the next 6 months will determine the rest of your life, what are you going to do the next 6 months? Are you going to have guts? Or are you not? When the alarm goes off in the morning, are you going to hit the snooze button, or you're going to say, Cody said to have some flipping guts and to grow up and stop being a child? When you said you were going to work out, and then the next morning you decide randomly, I'm a loser today because guess what? I didn't win, so I'm not a winner. Are you going to actually force yourself to go to the gym because you have guts, or are you not? That will determine your life forever. Say guts if you're going to go get it. Say guts if you're going to go get it. Say guts if you're going to go get it. Say guts if you're going to go get it. And say Gus if you love Gus. Over the last 3, 4, 5, 6 years, I'm thinking, what does a success cycle look like so that I can give you some tangible takeaways of what you can look for when you want to take your success to that next level. Whether you're at the very beginning or at the very end, and none of us are at the very end, by the way, okay? So when I give you this doesn't mean that I am at the very end, okay? So we're going to go through the success cycle. Which button are you pressing, by the way? Give it up for Nate, okay? Let me ask you this. Whatever, I don't care. It ain't about being right. It's about having guts, right? I remember at 27, you're amazing. This button, love you too.
Yeah,
okay.
The one on the right.
Okay.
Other right.
North or south? I remember at 24 thinking, or 27, sitting at Grant Cardone's event, front row, thinking, dude, what do I got to do to be up there? Like, who's been at conferences, by the way? And you've asked yourself that question along the way. I mean, almost everyone does, by the way. Okay? What's the answer? Freaking guts. It's guts. So I'm going to walk through the success cycle. Okay, I'm going to give you 7 different steps to success. Who's ready? Okay, say yes if you're ready. Okay, say yes if you're ready. Stand up real quick. You're half asleep. Okay, stand up. Okay, stand up. I don't normally just have people stand up in the middle of my presentation, but when we have technical difficulties, I got to refocus you, okay? Now, most people won't give it their all, but here's what I'm going to ask you to do. On the count of 3, we're going to all scream as loud as we possibly can. But when you do, and I'm going to blow the mic, sorry, V, okay? But when you do, I want you to scream it like you actually want everything on your paper. I want you to scream it like you actually want your ideal life. I want you to scream it like you actually have guts. I want you to scream it like you will do whatever it takes. I want you to scream it like 6 months from now, you're going to look back and say, oh my gosh, I finally did it. I finally figured it out. I finally went for it. I finally had some guts. 1, 2, 3. Some of y'all just had some guts. Give yourselves a hand. Okay? Now sit down so I can finish this. Number 1, student. Student. We're also going to see the first person that picks up what I'm doing through this, by the way, I'm going to give a $5,000 coaching session for free. Don't tell my team or they will really not approve that. Okay, because I'm already traveling the whole month anyway. We now charge $5,000 an hour for me to coach because I don't have time to do it. Shut up. Who was it? Who was first? Be honest. Monty, you messing with me? Okay, Tony. Boom. I don't think he needs free coaching, but I'll give it to him anyway. Okay, give it up for Tony. I love Tony. Okay. I am going to spell success. I shouldn't have done that. I did it too early, whatever. Okay. Number 1, you learn. Live and learn. Number 1, student. You start out at the very bottom, but you have to become a student of the game. Also, I'm still a student of the game every single day. I'm listening to a book right now by Alex Hormozy called $100 Million Offers. I want to scale an online offer to tens of millions of dollars. I'm going to figure out how to do it. I don't care if I got to spend 30 grand a month immediately. I will do it. I will take risk. Also, do something big. EJ, does it take risk and guts or just guts? Dude, you got to freaking take some risk. Most of you are like, I want success. I will do whatever it takes, but I will never swipe my credit card and give $997 to Pete Fournier. Okay? Then you're not going to make it. Okay? Like, let's swipe my credit card then. Jeez Louise. Like, if I got to believe in you more than you do, you will never make it. You have to always be a student. You start out the bottom and you have to learn, but you have to always be learning. So number 1 is student. Number 2, understudy. Then you find a mentor and you actually start to study someone specifically and you become an understudy of them. Did Nate do that? Yes or yes? Okay. Have I done that? Yes or yes? Have you done that? Okay, good. Good. Also, it takes getting your ego out of the way to become an understudy. And some of us still have that problem. I used to think deep down, I don't need any help. I can figure it all out on my own. Everything's going to be fantastic. I got this. It was when I finally started to become an understudy and a student that everything started to get to the next level. Say guts if you're currently an understudy. Yes. Number 3, chameleon. Because you have to always be changing and evolving. Always. Permanently. You have to become a physical chameleon. I'm not saying you change personalities based on who you're talking to and all that crap. Okay? I'm talking you are a physical chameleon. You are physically committed to changing because you know for everything to change, you have to change. Say guts if you know that. Yes. Say guts if you're still awake. Yes. Say guts if Nate should have me back forever. Yes. All right, Nate. There you go. The vote's in. Chameleon, who's currently in the chameleon status, by the way, okay? I really believe that you should totally shed your skin and become a dad. I don't know if chameleons do that or not, but who cares? I totally believe that you should change completely and entirely every single year. Do you feel like you're doing that? Okay. Most of us are not. Okay? Most of us are not. Number 4, creator. You have to become a creator. You have to be creating opportunity for you and others. I think about 4,000 ideas a day. Okay? Like I got a curse, a blessing and a curse. I don't know what it is, but I've got ideas coming constantly. I'm in the creator mode all the time where I'm thinking about ideas and creating opportunity. I'm in this state a lot, by the way, where you want to be constantly be creating for others. Who believes you should be more in this state, but you're not yet? Okay, good. Is this providing some clarity on what the cycle looks like, by the way? Okay. I've been working on this for a couple months. First came up with the idea when I was in a plane. That's where it always happens. That's why I want my own, so I can do more of it, okay? There you go. Number 4, creator. Number 5, editor. Number 5, editor. You start editing things in your life. You start editing what's going on around you. We have about 100 staff, I don't know, give or take, between several companies. If I don't like the way they're doing something, guess what? I tell them. Yes or yes, Rodney and Derek. I tell them. Why? Because for everything to get better, the team's got to get better. Oh, and me too. I'm in that editor state all the time where I'm editing what's going on around me. I'm auditing what's going on around me too. Some of us don't do enough of this, by the way. Like you're not editing, you're just creating, but you're never editing along the way. I'm constantly looking for ways to improve every single thing that we're doing. Say guts if you're an editor. Less guts, by the way. Number 6, strategist. Strategist. Jay Abraham said at a conference one time, everyone in the world needs to become a strategist. Where, like for example, Patrick Bet-David, when he spoke at 8%. I don't care what anybody thinks about PHP. I love Patrick Bet-David. I love PHP. I don't freaking care, okay? He's sitting at 8% in a private room, and he's analyzing about 12 different deals at the same time. And we're like trying to convince Miss Betty to buy one policy over a 4-hour period. Okay, like that's a different level of strategy, yes or yes? Okay, it takes guts to become a strategist because then all eyes are on you. Everyone's watching you. You're over there strategizing. You're depicting everything that's going on. You're choosing what goes on for everybody else. Oh, and by the way, you've got to carry the load. There's a massive burden. It's no fun unless you love it, which I do. And then you go home and you just crash because you're exhausted. I'm trying to become more of a strategist. I'm not there yet. Okay, I'm not. I'm a little baby strategist, okay? Say guts if you want to become a big-time strategist. It means you're starting to depict what's going on, everything in your life, and you've got your hands on a bunch of different stuff. How many streams of income does the average millionaire have? 7. How many do you have? Okay, this is Millionaire Workshop, yes or yes? Okay? I did not make this stuff up. I am ethically stealing from everyone that's ever done anything great ever before me. Period. Now, I made this up, but you better believe I stole some words and some ideas along the way. Why not, right? Say guts if you want to be a big-time strategist. Because I'm telling you, you do. Every time that happens, they do the lights, and I freaking love it, okay? You guys want to tackle people in the meantime? I'm good, okay? Nothing's off limits. Number 7. Speaker. The Patrick Bet-Davids, the Grant Cardones, the Gary V's, the Eric Thomases are speakers. The only way to impact millions around the world is to speak. It's to speak. Whether you're speaking on a webinar to 200 agents, whether you're speaking live to 300, or whether you're going to host and throw in a conference for 10,000 and speak there. The only way to do anything big in the world and to leave a legacy, here's what I want. I want, when I'm gone, that they remember our family forever in the insurance industry. Forever. I'm not talking about a couple of flipping years. I'm talking about 100 years from now if the earth is still alive and none of us will be here. But I can tell you that is my target. That is my mission. I write that stuff down every single morning. I want to be a massive speaker in the world. I write down every single day that I'm the number 1 speaker in the world. That takes guts. But I'm starting to notice that I got to get a heck of a lot better. Who's seen me speak before? Almost everyone. Okay, good. There you go. Throw water, whatever, okay? And am I getting better or worse? The best. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. I'm committed to being better than Eric Thomas. That's a tall freaking task. I'm committed to being better than Patrick Bet-David. I'm committed to Grant Cardone asking me to speak on a stage, and I'm like, dude, I don't have time. Probably wouldn't say that, but, I don't know yet, right? I don't know. Who does? It takes guts. It takes guts. Also, you'll notice it's called a cycle because you're always a student. You're always an understudy. You're always a chameleon. You're always a creator. You're always an editor. You're always a strategist. And you're always a speaker. Even when you start to move from one piece of the cycle to the next, you can never stop being a student of the game. The moment we think we are so incredible and we get this massive head and we stop becoming a student and learning and finding mentors and getting in the room and coming to SWAT and getting around people like Nate and doing big time stuff, the moment it all dies. And I guarantee you don't want that to happen. Say guts if you're a student. Guts. Say guts if you're an understudy. Guts. Say guts if you're a chameleon. Guts. Say guts if you're a creator. Guts. Say guts if you want to be an editor. Guts. Say guts if you want to be a strategist. Say guts if you want to be a speaker. I'm telling you, that's all it takes. I mean, the question is, what's funny is if I said, all I need you to do is to give this specific person $25,000 on Monday morning. And every person that did that would be guaranteed to be a millionaire in 12 to 36 months' time. Who would find a way to get 25 grand by Monday? There's still a bunch of flipping hands that aren't raised. That's the problem. Who would find $250,000? It's $1 million a year. And a lot of you, by the way, can go make $25,000 between now and Monday, whether you believe it or not. You can. The problem is you don't think you can. I guarantee you, if my life depended on it, I could go get my hands on $10 million. Yes or yes, Roger? He didn't even hesitate. You need people like that in your corner that believe in you, by the way. You need people like all of these on the first couple rows that believe in you, that want you to be a speaker, that speak into your life, that want you to impact the world, that want you to change the game forever, and that believe that you can do it. Okay? You also need haters along the way that make fun of you touching your belt so that no matter what, you keep going. Say guts if you're going to go get it. Say guts if you're going to go get it. Say guts if you're going to go get it. Say guts if you're going to go get it. Say guts if you're going to go get it. Say guts if you're going to go get it. Let's go get it, baby. It takes some freaking guts. Who's ready? Okay? Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? It takes some guts. It takes some guts. It takes some guts. Do you have the guts? Are you going to put it out? Are you going to do whatever it takes? The next 6 months will determine the rest of your life. Stay standing real quick. Stay standing. The next 6 months will determine the rest of your life. If you knew that to be true, the next 6 months will determine the rest of your life, what are you going to do the next 6 months? Are you going to have guts? Or are you not? When the alarm goes off in the morning, are you going to hit the snooze button? Or are you going to say, Cody said to have some flipping guts and to grow up and stop being a child? When you said you were going to work out, and then the next morning you decide randomly, I'm a loser today because guess what? I didn't win, so I'm not a winner. Are you going to actually force yourself to go to the gym because you have guts, or are you not? That will determine your life forever. Say guts if you're going to go get it. Say guts if you're going to go get it. Say guts if you're going to go get it. Say guts if you're going to go get it. And say Gus if you love Gus. Thank you. Woo! I'm wore out. I'm exhausted. Thank you. If you love this video, you know I got another one that you're going to love. I got a video just to your right here. Click on that. It's going to be amazing. You're going to love it. And I'll see you there. We're about to show you another behind the scenes clip of the Rising Star Training Program. And on this clip, okay, we're about to talk to my business partner, Landon McCarter, about the #1